Title: The White Robe and the Falling Signal. Disclaimer: this is a fictional conspiracy-style story. It is not a factual claim, not an accusation against real people, and not presented as evidence. It is a dark symbolic myth about faith, manipulation, trauma, and systems of power. Story: they say he was not born evil. They say he was made. A man in white. A man once believed to be close to heaven. A man who carried prayers for millions. Until the world beneath the prayers began to rot. The theory begins with a wound, not a physical wound, something deeper. He had been betrayed by a system that controlled communication, a hidden machine of messages, signals, surveillance, silence, and lies. A system that could destroy a man without touching him. A system that could erase truth, rewrite memory, turn public opinion into a weapon, and make victims look insane before they ever got the chance to speak. They did not attack his body first. They attacked his voice. They twisted his words. They isolated him from the truth. They surrounded him with false messengers. They made him doubt his own mind. They used communication itself like a cage. And somewhere inside that invisible prison, something holy began to fracture. He wanted to know who had done it. Which system, which tower, which hidden network had reached into his life and turned belief into control. He searched for the source of the signal, not because he wanted destruction at first, but because he wanted the truth. But the deeper he looked, the darker the pattern became. He began to believe the world was not ruled by kings, or presidents, or priests, or armies. He began to believe the world was ruled by communication. Who controls the message controls the memory. Who controls the memory controls the people. Who controls the people controls history. And then the thought entered him. If the system lived through signal, then the signal had to be broken. If the lie had a tower, then the tower had to fall. In this fictional nightmare, the plane was not only a weapon, it was a message. A final scream from a man who believed his voice had been stolen. A terrible symbol aimed at the machine he thought had ruined him. A desperate attempt to crash into the system that had crashed into his soul first. But that is where the horror becomes complete. Because even if he believed he was striking evil, he became part of the evil himself. The system did not only hurt him, it transformed him. It took a wounded man, fed him fear, fed him certainty, fed him the idea that violence could reveal truth, and turned him into the very thing he thought he was fighting. That is the darkest part of the theory. Not that a holy man found the monster, but that the monster taught him how to become one. And after the smoke, after the silence, after the sky itself became a screen, one question remained. Did he destroy the system? Or did the system win? Because it managed to turn even a man in white into a weapon. Maybe the true conspiracy is not one man. Maybe the true conspiracy is the machine that breaks people, then points at the broken pieces and says, look what they did. But it never says, look what we made. So in short, man got misled.